I am a U.S. citizen. I am a U.S. staff sergeant. I showed up outside the U.S. embassy and I literally begged them to let me in. It's embarrassing. They will not. I tried everything I could. They hung up the phone on me several times. I begged them. I was in tears right afterwards. It was that embarrassing. A U.S. citizen is not permitted entry in U.S. soil. They caused this big mess, and now they're hiding behind these walls. And they will not even agree to open the gates for a U.S. citizen. I called the U.S. embassy number. They won't pick up. I called the second number online, and I told them I'm a U.S. citizen. I want to come in. They said, what about? I said, about my own family and a few other individuals that I cannot talk about over the phone, but I would like to come in and discuss this matter in person. They hung up the phone. I called again and again, the same thing. Good afternoon. I need to come into the U.S. Embassy.
Sir, tell me the reason. I'm sure I just spoke to you earlier.
I know, and I called twice after that, after I checked the website, and they just keep transferring me. Please try to understand me. I really need to come in and speak to an American officer in person.
You understand from my point. Yes, Mrs. Tambor.
Good afternoon, sir. I just spoke to someone and they asked me to schedule an appointment. The only two appointments you have is...
Urdu ke liye na dabaye.
The guy hung up on me.
Yes, Mrs. Tambor.
Good afternoon. I need to come into the U.S. Embassy and see an American representative of the embassy. I am an American citizen.
And are you a U.S. citizen?
I am a U.S. citizen. This is my 7th
Yes,
call
sir.
today.
First of all, we can't transfer call to any other person because the visa section is dealing through the email. So for this purpose, you will need to send an email to PSPS@state.gov and they will deal you.
Are you at the U.S. Embassy right now? Are you at the U.S. Embassy? Will you please pass my
for
email?
English. Urdu ke liye do dabaye.
He transferred me. I couldn't believe it. I was in shock. I said, I am a U.S. citizen. I am a staff sergeant in the U.S. Army. I want to come in. Are you going to permit me entry or no? They hung up the phone on me again. I gave up. They kept hanging up. No matter what I say, they kept hanging up. I left the area. I got back in the car. When I was far away from that area, I started tearing up. I couldn't believe it. It felt like somebody was stabbing me in my back. But I wanted to go to the U.S. Embassy, like I said, first to get my own family out, get some sort of assurances from them, get information, apply for humanitarian parolees, ask them for assistance with the Pakistani Foreign Ministries. At the border right now, there are U.S. green card holders. There's an American citizen that I've seen. There are Afghans who have SIVs that are stuck. ISIS-K is all over this place. And there are rumors that Al-Qaeda is back in Afghanistan. And then the Taliban are ramping up their counteroffensive against ISIS-K. So they have set up checkpoints and they're frisking everyone, searching everyone. So these Afghan allies that we have, U.S. citizens, green card holders, they have to get past all these checkpoints and then not only hide from the Taliban, but also ISIS-K and then Al-Qaeda. And ISIS is targeting directly U.S. citizens, green card holders, anyone with an Afghan passport wanting to get out. They're in search of these guys. And then the Pakistanis are asking for NOCs, non-objection certificates, even though this family has actual Pakistani visas issued by Pakistani Foreign Ministry, but these guards won't let them in. You can bribe your way in at this point, and it changes from $300 to $700 per person. You have to have a visa, you pay the bribe, and they will let you in. However, they will not stamp your passport with an entry stamp. And so there were groups at the border that made it. They paid their bribe, and they crossed the border, they entered Pakistan. 50 kilometers later, Pakistani police stops them, brings them back to the border, but this time now they hand them over back to the Taliban. And they were running away from the Taliban to begin with. They're just stuck there. They can't even return to Kabul now because of all these Taliban checkpoints that are recent because of ISIS. So these guys came to the border hoping to get out, but now they're stuck there. They're all begging. They're all begging the U.S. Embassy to step in. That U.S. Embassy is here for this purpose. They're supposed to serve U.S. citizens abroad. There's a big chunk of that embassy assigned just for citizen services, but they're refusing entry for U.S. citizens. However, when you go online and you see media reports, State Department claims how they're bragging about how they're helping Afghan allies. Well, you're not. You're lying. You're not even permitting entry to U.S. citizens.
We completed one of the biggest airlifts in history, with more than 120,000 people evacuated to safety. Our Operation Allied Rescue ended up getting more than 5,500 Americans out. 90% of Americans in Afghanistan who wanted to leave were able to leave. And for those remaining Americans, there is no deadline. We remain committed to get them out if they want to come out.
This is what I can do. I can come on Fox News and plead for help. I've done everything else in my power. I've come here myself. I'm in dire need of help. If there's anyone out there that can help me, help my family, help all these other individuals, U.S. citizens, U.S. green card holders, our Afghan allies, please help us. We're in dire need of help.